Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some do's and don'ts or hints and tips for vlogging. I'll start with the 5 don'ts, and the first one will be don't film vertically. If you are used to filming for Snapchat or Instagram stories or even just being on FaceTime, you can be used to filming vertically, but that is not the format that YouTube supports. So if you're watching this now on YouTube, you can see that I am in a horizontal box, and that is the way that YouTube publishes their videos. If you film vertically, this is what it's going to look like. So I'm vlogging vertically, and as you can see on either side of me are big black boxes, and the image of me talking is kind of really skinny in the middle of that. Not a good look. So please try and remember, if you are vlogging, to turn your camera or your phone sideways and to film horizontally. My second don't would be don't stare at your flip out screen. It's so tempting to kind of watch yourself and to see what's going on in the background, but if you do that, this is what you'll see. I'm busy staring at my screen now and I'm talking to you, and it's kind of like having a conversation with somebody while they're staring over their shoulder. It's off-putting and it doesn't invite connection, and it's just plain annoying. It can be really easy to get into that habit, so try and train yourself to stare at the lens. And it can also sometimes feel harder to film that way, like you're not actually talking to somebody because you're just staring at a round black blob, really. But just try that, because it just makes for such a better connection with your viewers. My third don't is one that I'm constantly telling myself. It is so hard, but it is don't waste your viewers' time with verbal clutter and pointless things. How many times do I have to edit out? So I start every single clip with "so why?" It's just annoying, it's pointless. And also saying things like "and yeah." You're not actually saying anything, you've wasted your viewers' time. I know it's a couple of split seconds, but it's just annoying when you go "and," they're waiting for your next thought, and when your next thought is "yeah," that's nothing. I do it myself, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. I see it all the time on YouTube, but like I say, I do it myself and I have to just edit it out. Or even saying things like explaining what you're going to be doing now and then going "so that's what I'm going to be doing now." We know, you've just told us. How many times do I have to edit that out of my own videos? While you're training yourself to get out of the habit, if you do pepper your speech with verbal clutter, then at least edit it out. Don't go around leaving comments on other people's videos saying "sub for sub" or "great video, come and check out my video." It's just annoying. It doesn't invite connection. It doesn't invite that person to actually want to watch your videos or connect with them. It's basically spam. I know that one of the ways to grow your channel is to connect with other YouTubers, but leaving a comment saying "sub for sub" or "check out my channel" is not connecting with them. If you enjoy a YouTuber and you watch their content, leave a meaningful comment about their content, possibly even referring to something that you have shared in a video yourself that would be interesting to that YouTuber, not just "come check out my channel." And then my last don't is don't be nervous. Remember that you are in control of editing. Remember that you can refilm things, unless you're filming like a moment that's happening while you're vlogging. If you are sharing an idea or a thought or talking about what you're going to be doing or what you have done, remember that you can refilm that if you mess up. So don't be nervous. Just imagine yourself chatting with a friend. I honestly feel like my viewers are my friends, and I want to chat with them. I want to share my life with them, and it doesn't make sense to be nervous, because really you're on your own and it's up to you what you upload. So you are in control. You can edit things out. You can refilm things if you need to. So don't be nervous. So I'll move on to the 5 do's, and the first one kind of goes along with don't be nervous, and it's practice. The more you do it and the more you see yourself on a screen while you're editing, the more used to it you will get and the less weird it will be, and you will just kind of get into your groove. So just keep practicing, try things. If you don't like how it came out, try it again, different way, do things differently each time until you find your groove. My second do is think about what you want to say before you pick up the camera. It's easy to just pick up the camera and start chatting, but chances are you're going to be rambling, you're going to be repeating yourself, you're not going to be fully coherent. So yes, vlogging is spontaneous and it is sharing your life as it happens and sharing moments in your day, and it's not, well, mine isn't anyway, staged in any way, but it does help to kind of just gather your thoughts before you pick up your camera. If you're phoning a friend and you want to tell them something, you're going to think about what you want to tell them before you pick up the phone, and the camera is the same thing. Just have a little thought about what you want to say and how you want to say it before you start filming. And along with that, do remember it's not live. I've talked about this in the don't be nervous tip. Remember, you're not on a live stream, you're not on a, like FaceTime or anything. It's not live. You can stop, you can gather your thoughts, you can re-film things, you can edit things. So if you remember that, then you're more likely to pause and think about what you want to say and how you want to say it, and then continue speaking. Whereas if you feel like I did when I first started filming, I kind of felt like I had to do everything in one take, which is just silly, then you'll be rushing to fill the space and to kind of ramble through your thoughts without stopping and sorting them out in your head. So remember, it's not live. My fourth do is do be yourself. Just be you, be how you are with your friends. You don't have to be on, you don't have to put on any kind of airs or graces. In fact, your viewers will pick up if you're doing that, and it's not attractive. So just be yourself. Imagine that you're talking to your mom or your best friend or whoever. Just picture them and speak how you would speak to them. And then my last do is a practical one, and it is do buy a second battery for your camera. Obviously this isn't going to work if you're filming on your phone, so sorry, this tip isn't for you. But if you are using a camera, get yourself a second battery. That's the first thing I do whenever I buy a new camera, is I straight away go and buy a second battery. There's nothing worse than your battery going flat and you put it onto charge and then something amazing happens and you grab your camera to film it and there's no battery in your camera. If you have a second battery that you can keep charged, then as soon as your first battery goes flat, stick it onto charge, put your second battery in, and you're good to go. And you never have to miss a moment or sit around waiting for your battery to charge. So if you're thinking of vlogging, just go for it. Honestly, you can film as much as you want and edit and play around without anyone ever seeing it. It's up to you when you feel like uploading. You only have to upload when you feel ready to upload, once you're used to it and you've got a bit of practice. So just go for it. Even if you never upload, even if you vlog purely for your own records to look back on and to have videos of your life, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun to look back on videos and see how things were and how the kids were, and just go for it. I hope some of these tips were helpful if you are thinking of vlogging or if you are already a vlogger. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.